Hello everyone, Porky HD here. Usually I would start off by saying that intros are stupid, but I'm doing something different today. I was too lazy to actually record commentary during this, so I decided I'd just do something a little different. We're going to do sort of a skywars PvP analysis of the couple of skywars matches I did. This is also something I wanted to do for a bit of a while. Just because I'm passionate about, like, PvP. I'm interested in just analyzing it and talking about what was going through my head and what I could have done better. And if you enjoy this, let me know, and I'll do one in the future for maybe other people's PvP, like maybe the Dream versus Technoblade, to kind of commemorate the unfortunate passing of Technoblade. But if if you want to see that, just let me know in the comments or something like that. So we just basically start off. I shook my head not because I didn't want to fight, because I didn't want them to tower, because towering is just annoying. I've said that before, and they fall off like the average Skywars player. Now at this point I'm just trying to get some better armor through these chests. I've got pretty decent armor. I actually got the best sword in Skywars for Cubecraft without enchanting, I believe. So right now I'm just sort of waiting around, waiting for people to come to the middle, because I don't really like adventuring to people, because that just gives them a chance to snowball me off and bow me off, because it's just like that. I'm going to the middle to see if there's anyone there and if the chests aren't looted. And this person, I thought they were AFK, so I thought I could get the quick kill there. And although they were AFK for a while, eventually a lot of people just start coming into the middle. And I was going to commit to fighting that guy, but I figured why not? This person doesn't seem all that great. So I figured I might as well finish off the kill. They were on half a heart, finish them off, grab their gaffles, and that ender pearl is pretty useful later. It's a pretty rare item in Cubecraft, actually, the ender pearl, but that's just something to note. Again, I'm just waiting for middle just to see if someone comes up to me, and this person right here decided to fight me. And I'm kind of sizing them up, and I'm noticing they have basically the same armor as me, so this is a pretty even fight. But then a bunch of people just start coming to mid and just sort of surrounding me. I'm not a big fan of big 3v1s. This person, I assumed they thought I was close. They were gonna try to 1v1 me, which is exactly what I wanted them to do, because I wanted to get them away from all of them. I'm not sure if I was liking there if they were, but eventually I was able to get a lot of damage on them. But unfortunately, because they were getting some good hits, and they hit that gaffle, and someone was pushing me from behind, I wasn't able to kill them, and I ended up dying, unfortunately. Alright, now in this next one, this is actually one of the longer fights, as you will see, because somebody decides to tower. It's just amazing, beautiful. This is probably one of the maps I like better, just because I like it when everyone's just kind of spaced out, and middle is not just right there. I like it when it's your island's a secondary item, and then the mid. That's my favorite setup for maps. Unfortunately, there's just a bunch of maps that don't do that. As you can see, I'm about to make my way to try to PvP this guy, but an amazing play right there. Beautiful. I'm the greatest Skywars player of them all. My stats will clearly tell you, don't check them, don't check them. I'm just saving you some time in advance. I was looking at my kit, and something that somebody asked me why, somebody asked me in a previous video why I'm kind of like just throwing off good armor. Like, you see me, I'm going to throw off this iron chestplate without even trying to. The reason for that is because I have a kit that actually gives me iron chestplate and boots as soon as I spawn in. There's a couple different kits. I think there's one that gives you like 3 golden apples, there's one that gives you a chestplate and blocks, one that gives you like snowballs, and one that gives you wolves. For some reason most people go for the golden apple one, but I think that is just a waste, because you're gonna find golden apples all over the map. But anyway, I started fighting this person, and I mean, I figured they were low when I went in here because they placed blocks, and I don't think they were low, but they just didn't really have any armor, so it was a pretty easy fight. Like a true Skywars champion, I get out of there quickly without having to crouch, because I was on a crafting table. Just a weird thing. Amazing player. I am actually the best. Amazing, beautiful, and apparently I was embarrassed during the time. Actually, I know I was, because I'm still embarrassed now. And I think we're playing on the plant one, which we've played on this map like 2 times or 1 time already. Which this map isn't bad. This is probably one of my favorite. I mean, it's a very creative map, and I think it's pretty good. I started off getting the helmet, and I didn't even bother with the enchant on that because it's probably like fire protection too, and it's really not that important. But pants and a helmet are usually what I go for because those are the 2 items that I don't have, 2 armor items. So I usually try to go for those first. And I just got. I was comparing the attack damage on both of those because it's a sharpness 1 stone sword and a sharpness 1 iron sword, and they're actually the exact same, or something like that. Maybe it was a sharpness 2 sword, and this person got me down to 2 hearts very quickly. I wasn't fast enough to commentate on it, but they got me down to 2 hearts very quickly, but I was able to get behind them. And they had 5 hearts when they got me down to 2 hearts, but thankfully I was able to use quick maneuvering to get back down, and it definitely wasn't because they forgot to press right click, or left click, or whatever it is. So at this point this guy sneaks up on me, and they're wearing chain armor, so I should be able to get them, but then, should be able to get them good, but then just a bunch of people start storming middle. And as I said, I'm not a big fan of these 3v1s, so we're just gonna run away like the true holy champion that we are. I don't know. This person right here doesn't pose much of a threat because I'm easily able to knock them off. Because in this game, it's easy. It's all about how quickly you can spam buttons. And over the course of 8 years, I've learned how to spam right trigger very efficiently. This person came at me with no health. And they're obviously a parkour master because they missed that easy jump. Well, it really wasn't that easy, especially when you're getting hit. I don't even know why they try to fight me. It's just something you see people with bad armor and low health for some reason try to get into fights. It's really not going to end well for them. At this point, I see this person. I'm kind of sizing them up to see if I want to get them. And I realize that they're just right on the edge, looking at a chest, so it should be easy to kill them. And I knock them off. And I'm just sort of waiting in the middle, seeing if anyone's going to confront me, because again, I don't really like going to people, because that just gives them the advantage. I want to have the advantage of them coming to me, and not me coming to them. Now this person goes to me, and I'm checking my armor to see like how evenly matched we are. We're pretty evenly matched. I have a diamond helmet, they have diamond boots, we have iron, everything else. So again, there's kind of this weird moment in like 1v1s, where you're just bowing at each other to see before the actual fight begins. I'm sitting over here, I'm kind of speed rushing towards him, but I know he has the bow, so I decide just to back off and just let the fight progress. Grab some extra, finally get rid of the chainmail pants that I had for so long. Finally replace them with iron ones. I believe it's hard to tell because my video quality is awful. You know, my name, it's just a cool name. It has nothing to do with the actual video quality in my username. Anyway, this person wasn't too easy to defeat. They had like 4 health or something. They didn't have a lot of health. So I was pretty easily able to win that 1v1. Not because I'm good, but because they're bad, I guess. Anyway, again, we play the same plant map, which I'm not mad at, because this is a pretty good map. But it's just weird that we got it like 3 times in a row, I think. Pretty interesting. I'm gonna start over here, and basic chest right here, I guess. 3 blocks, nothing real special. And I don't have a lot of armor, as you can see. I checked my inventory. I have basically no armor, so I want to rush the chest as soon as possible to get some armor before I get into an actual fight. I'm able to get some on, making sure I have full iron, or at least full armor. And like that's a good example. There's just golden apples everywhere. There's no reason to get the golden apple kit. Just use the juggernaut kit that gets you armor. It's just way better. For some reason, a theme in all these skywars fights is me not getting my sword out, and that I guess that was for the thumbnail. Anyway, I lost that fight mostly because I just didn't have my sword out and I wasn't really aiming properly. So I lost that fight fair and square. That text kind of threw me off. Anyway, here we are, we're back. Got yeah, the golden apple didn't really get the chest plate because again, it's probably has fire prot. It's not that much better than a regular iron chest plate. And this is sort of the same problem as last time. I need to get to middle as soon as possible because I don't want to get into any confrontations, or I don't want to get into any fights without armor. This person, they don't have armor either. I don't know why they were going up to me. Maybe they were trying to like, or they were trying to like team or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm chasing after them, and they decide to go to this island and corner themselves to the void for whatever reason. Not something you want to do, and instead of towering up or trying to knock me off, they just tower into the void, making it much easier to kill them. Whatever, it doesn't matter. This person right here with full chain, I was able to knock them off fairly easily, and now I head back to mid to finish these chests. It's also something interesting. There's actually hunger in the skywars, which I know sounds weird, but in the Hive skywars, which is what I used to play, there wasn't a lot of hunger, so it's definitely something else you have to worry about. Get some snowballs, and at this point I'm starting to worry because the fight, the round, it's starting to wrap up a little bit. There still is 8 players, but they're gonna start falling off very quickly, as you'll see, and I need to get a good sword as soon as possible because a stone sword, it's only gonna get you so far. Stone sword's only gonna get you so far. I finally get a helmet for the first time in the entire fight. I was really looking at my inventory because I thought I had one. As you can see, I'm getting plenty of golden apples, but I'm not getting a single sword, at least not one with good durability. Pumpkin pie, you get that before you get a sword. I contemplated pre-gapping, but I figured might as well wait. And I finally got a good sword with good enchants for the first time in the entire fight. I also decided to grab a bow because I don't know why I didn't grab any ranged weapons earlier. And again, with 5 people left, we're gonna start the weird point in these battles where we just do some bow shots. We just do a little bowing for a little bit. I think, yeah, not too great with them. I got a couple of hits though. But I mean, bow hits, they don't really do all that much damage. When you're not bowing someone a lot, they really don't do that much damage. So I'm kind of turning around to see where my other two opponents are to see if I can fight them. But they're off on their own little bow battle too. So I figured I don't want a third party because third partying is terrible. If you third party, you are a terrible person. I do it sometimes, but I feel bad every time I do it. And I contemplate my life choices when I do, so I decided to go back to this bow fight. I decided to pre-gap because I know the fight's about to start, and I contemplated bridging over there, but I decided not to. Because I know he has a bow and he's probably just gonna shoot me off. So I decided to do some more bowing. Pick up an arrow, and at this point I realized that the other guy's on my island, and instead of bowing, I decided might as well kill him. He had iron pants on me, which was definitely an advantage, but I was able to get a lot of good hits on him. I guess I didn't realize he had diamond pants because I should have grabbed those, and if I did, it probably would have made the fight end in a pretty different way than it did. But unfortunately I didn't, and I kind of get into a little bow fight with this guy. And I decided to fight him because it's a lot easier to access him. And again, hit him with the arrow, not the sword. Beautiful. Subscribe. Top 5 plays of the week. Hitting people with arrows. This guy does an advanced new technique of trapping himself in the spider web. By complete calculation, he meant to do that totally. I grabbed some more golden apples, and I am about to begin the final exchange with this person over here by the cactus. Oh. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't really have, I think he had a bit of a health lead, and he got me down pretty low early on, and I tried to do what I did earlier in the fight, but I just wasn't able to get behind him, and he ended up winning the round. Alright everyone, I'm back actually with some live commentary for the outro, because that's just how it is. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. If you enjoyed this sort of new style of PvP analysis, commentary, and all that, I'm planning on doing some of these along with the regular Skywars videos and some other shenanigans. But if you did like it, just let me know by liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment saying that you did like it. But that's all from me. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.